Hello, my friends. How are you? It is Holly, Renee, and today we're going to do a quick channeled message. This is going to be a short one today. I just wanted to come on here and bring a little bit of clarity for the collective. So, this is going to be a collective reading, and it's going to be over this full moon. Depending on when you're watching this, the full moon is tomorrow. Of course, these are always timeless readings. So if you're watching this and you're like, oh, this full moon already passed, well, lucky for you, there's a new full moon every single month. And so if you're not specifically watching this before, during the Virgo full moon, just apply it to the full moon that is coming up next into your life. But today the intentions are with spirit to really take some time to connect in and see what is it that is coming in for you. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but we're just going to see the messages that this full moon is going to be bringing, any insight, and clarity. Let's just see what wants to come through here. As always, if you haven't already, subscribe and comment down below if this reading resonated with you, and we can chat more about it. Okay, so let's get into this. First and foremost, I feel like it's really important that we're guided back to trust. But the vision that I'm getting from spirit here is like almost like a person who is almost okay, it's like they're seeing their external world change in front of them, or you might be feeling within you that you have changed, or that the way that you show up, your reaction to life has shifted. And still kind of not being able to trust what it is that you're seeing in front of you. There's a fear of, is this temporary? There's a fear of, what if it goes back? Or maybe you feel this feeling, this pull of it, pulling you back into a space that you don't want to go to. And so the message here from spirit is, on this full moon, where can we really deeply embody this next level of trust? Okay, in spirit, in yourself, and in the actions that you're taking towards the end result. Okay, so whatever that may look like. I was going to use this deck, but I'm not quite sure if I should on YouTube. Out of fear of some of the cards. So I'm going to use it, but if it comes out with a card that seems like it may get me into some trouble because of the imagery, I'm gonna have to cover the card. Um, Gotta love it. Okay, that was fast. Oh, okay. So we have solo magic here. So some of you might be asked and encouraged to really, really tap into some magic within yourself. Okay. I love this. Okay. We have community. So some of you also might be really desiring to kind of get into a community, get together with people like in a human space, right? Like obviously, this is a community here on this YouTube channel, and you might be a part of communities online and things like that. But there's also this message about, if you're not already in some type of like tight-knit community, it might be something to start doing. And I'm hearing that some of you have already been thinking about this. And so the answer is yes, do that. The other thing that I'm getting to, I obviously have owls. You can't see it, but up here, this picture is two owls. This is an owl. I have owls everywhere, but I'm getting a message like I need to bring that up. So for some of you, this is a message of like really diving deep within, and also like the owl spirit is really going to be working with you over the next few days as this full moon really comes into full energy. Okay. These messages here, we have the great diviner and truth and aura. Okay, so this is about like this full moon energy is really bringing in this deep connection with the divine. Okay, you're going to be really able, I feel like the veil is going to be really thin, meaning you're going to be able to easily or easier connect, or you may just be getting a lot more information than maybe you did before. there's ebbs and flows when it comes to connecting with your gifts, when it comes to connecting in general, right? As a psychic or as just someone who's connected to the divine, there's ebbs and flows. There's times where we may feel really connected. There might be times where we don't feel connected. And this is just something that you have to learn with your own body and the way that you work on when to intentionally connect. You always can, obviously, but there's something about the next 3 days or next few days or the full moon that's coming up for you whenever you're watching this of really this big expansion. It's like you're really open. I feel like your aura is like really bright, meaning it's very magnetic during this time. Um, and the other thing is like, okay, we have this glam card. Look at that glamour energy. So this really beautiful divine feminine touch, divine feminine glow. And here we have this initiation, but it's in reverse. So I feel like some of you may feel that, tapping deeper into this feeling, into this expression of yourself is something that you have to work for. But it's like there's this message. Some of you are working towards something and you're literally doing the thing that like you want to be doing, but you keep thinking that you're not quite there. It's like as if okay, me, Holly, as if I was like, oh, I just want to be a psychic. My goal is to be a psychic and I'm just going to work every day to be a psychic. But I'm already doing it. Like I'm literally doing it right now. And I literally have been channeling all day for clients. Like it would be as if I was going after, but it wouldn't be enough, right? It's like, well, it's not enough because I'm not doing, a bunch of people, or I'm not, it's not the only thing I'm doing. And so it's like some of you are going after something and it's not your main source of energy. And so you think you're not doing it. It's like, it's almost like identifying with one thing, and if that one thing is not doing everything in your life, you don't feel like successful, or you don't feel like, okay, I've made it. And they're saying that it's time over the next few days, you're really being asked, the moon is really illuminating and expanding this awareness around all these different aspects of who you are. You don't have to, oh, after I do this routine for 30 days, then I can say I go to the gym or something. Like, no, if you've gone to the gym or you consistently go to the gym, even if it's once a week, you go to the gym. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like you're not allowing yourself to really be who you are. It's like you're cutting yourself short every single time. And every time you do that, it's really affecting your masculine energy within, right? And so this feminine here is like almost like the process of embodiment of the feminine, or whatever, this is for you, is done. And now it's time to really allow your masculine energy to feel honored and feel sacred when you do things that are, worthy of achievement, worthy of here, an applause is kind of the energy that I'm getting here. Okay. So there's something about that I feel like is important, that Spirit's really trying to bring up. So let's keep going. So I'm hearing like, I'm hearing like by now this should have happened. It should have happened by now, or this is not the way that I expected things to look. This is not the way I thought it was going to go. And there's almost this message of like being frustrated with the process instead of honoring the process, because maybe, the experience is not what you thought. We have card 44 here. That feels significant. So for some of you, if you've been seeing fours a lot, or maybe you asked for a sign, here it is, 4-4. We have acceptance and wisdom. Look at that. There's also this message here of like accepting who you are and what you know and what you do. It's like you're playing a role in your life. It would be as if I would like, I have kids, but me being like, oh, well, I'm not a mom yet until I can be blah, blah, blah. Like it's almost like so obvious that it's almost like I want to shake you. I don't literally want to, but it's like, hello, do you see? Like you already are doing it. Like I think that's the thing, is it's like when you start to actually own that you're already doing it. It's kind of like when someone first starts a business and they're like, oh, I want to start a business. It's like, you're already starting it. Like, you've already started the process of, what do you want to offer? What do you want to sell? What do you want your brand? Like, you're already doing it. So when you start to identify with that, when you start to really step into that, this really resurrects, is what I'm hearing, resurrects a new way of seeing yourself, and also the seriousness that you take in yourself. And when you take yourself serious, the divine takes you serious. And it's not a level of, oh, I haven't done enough, or this, like, you are enough exactly where you are, whether you've put in no effort or all the effort. You're still worthy. You're still enough. You're still able or available to the things that you desire. Okay, let me keep going, because I feel like there's this strong sense of like needing to accept yourself where you are. And when you do that, it's like you will automatically transform. We have offering, the beloved, and blessing. Yeah. The thing is like, you have been really honoring yourself and the sacredness and blessing yourself. Like, you truly have. You've been, and if you haven't, really over the next few days, really praying over yourself, blessing yourself, trusting yourself, connecting deep in with the divine, connecting in with the things that you need. By the way, number 6 is out now. We have 6 here in card 24. 2 + 4 is 6, and we also have 11 down. So a lot of numbers coming in, number synchronicity showing up for you, which I'm also hearing like, we're taking that for granted. Like, it's almost like, if you're someone that's like, I see it all the time, why have you not asked? What is the sign? What are you trying to get my attention for? What is it that you need? What is it that you're trying to get me to see? Okay, I just saw 444. So what is it going on in my brain right now that they're trying to get my attention? It's cool to see the signs, right? It's awesome to be like, oh my God, I saw 15 different number synchronicities today. But it's like, if you're seeing 15, there's a message in that. Like, there's Spirit's like, hello, do you can hear me? So it's like, I don't know, there's something also about like the really beautiful balance between your root chakra and your heart chakra, and allowing yourself to be supported and loved through the process. Like, you can be supported and loved at the same time. I don't know if some of you feel like, oh, well, I can't be stable and also experience joy, or maybe there's this message of like, my joy comes from my stability. But if your stability is kind of off kilter, then it's difficult. It's difficult to find this joy and find the stability as you're kind of looking for blessings rather than experiencing the blessings that you are waking up with. Okay, it's like, okay, I need this. I need this. Where is that? Where is this, universe? What's going on? And it's also like, yeah, but look at the blessings that are in front of you. Look at what's happening here and now. Look at the expansion, the expression, the trust, the deepening that you are tapping into, the flow of nurturing the spirit. Take a look. And when you take a look and you really honor it, you deeply embody it, this is where you really start to feel so fulfilled and so overflowing with connection. I'm hearing deep-rooted connection. This is very different than just, oh, I feel good today. This is like long term. Oh, down it went. Shocker. Freaking look at that. No place like home. Learning how to find home within yourself. You are the home, and the earth is your place to stay. Okay, your body, your vessel is the home. We have yin, okay, feminine energy. Duh, we already got that. Some of you really need to embody this feminine energy even more. Really need to dive deeper into this. Even if you're a male, it's okay. The feminine is very much that sacred vessel, honoring the vessel, honoring the emotions, honoring the surrender, the flow, the connection, the creativity, okay? Things that make you feel creative, really tapping into that. And we have observer. So here's the thing, where are you feeling unstable? Because Spirit's saying it's about to be exposed where it's actually coming from. Because here's the thing, you may be like, oh, well, I'm worried about money, or I'm worried about where I'm going to live, or I'm worried about my job, like this, the tangible stability. But Spirit's like, that's not actually your worry. Your worry or your issue, your pain point here is actually the fact that you don't feel safe in your body at all. Or much, right? Or you might have moments where you do, but other moments where you don't. And this feminine energy will allow the masculine energy within you to be able to calm and to slow. And this is a blessing when this starts to happen in your life. Like, not all blessings, not all miracles, not all resources are given to you in the form of money or in the form of opportunities to jump on in the tangible. The biggest blessings, the biggest miracles come when you find yourself in an understanding about life and an understanding about who you are and an understanding about your divine feminine and masculine flow and balance, and receiving that energy and offering your state of abundance, of gratitude to the divine. How would it feel if you were friends with someone who was just constantly asking you for things, but never was actually grateful for the things when it was brought to them? And it's not that the divine is mad. Like, it's not that the divine's like, oh, I'm pissed at you because you're not being grateful. Like, that's not how this works. It's not like this dynamic at all. The thing is that if we don't tap into the frequency of gratitude, it's hard to keep these things with us because of the way that the universe works. I always like to say the universe is different than source or spirit, which it's really not, but it's kind of an easy way for our brain to think about the universe being this thing that doesn't really tap into the emotion. It just taps into the frequency. It doesn't have pity. It doesn't like, oh, poor you, let me help you, even though. No, it only runs off of frequency. Spirit, source, goddess, God energy is the one that has that loving, nurturing energy, right? But the other side of it is very much like, I can only give you what you give yourself. And if you give yourself, oh, it's fine, but I need more, that's not going to be something that you're going to, it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. So where can you really observe where you're doing this and come back into self and find yourself? I always tell my private clients, it's my job to bring you back to you, because I'm not always going to be here. I'm not always going to be available to tell you what the next step is or to help you in the next direction, right? You have to be able to find that within yourself. And the way that you do that is by connecting with yourself, finding trust with yourself. And so Spirit's saying, this is the time to do this, and you will see the blessings really flowing strongly in your favor. All right, let's just do a couple more cards to finish up this message. Let me know what you're doing at this time to tap into your feminine energy. What's your favorite creative thing? Comment down below. I'll comment too and tell you what some of mine are right now. And of course, if you want a personal reading, the link will be below. Yes, happy. What makes you happy? Do more of that. Oh, yes. This is what brings the milk and the honey. This is what I'm talking about. Milk and honey is that abundance. It's that, oh my God, it's like life is so rich and delicious and nourishing, and just, it feels good, happy. And this is when you allow yourself to bathe in what is in the present, in the experience, in the expansion, in the enlightenment of your path, in your trust in yourself, and in your movement forward. Because some of you, all of you, are moving into a deep state of prosperity, and that can look and feel very different for everyone, because remember, prosperity starts within yourself. So if you're feeling the blessing of feeling prosperous, of feeling abundant, of feeling joyful, even if your external world hasn't quite reflected that back, the blessing of the feeling is what brings everything else into motion. So don't discount it. Don't discount the security that you feel, the comfort that you feel, because the more you embody this, the more you root this into your human, the more your external world will reflect it. But there's a time lag, okay? So always work on you first. Feel it within yourself, and it will manifest in the external. It has to, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you did down in the comments. Feel free to share this video if you want. I love you guys so much. And keep an eye out, as I'll be posting more videos here on YouTube for channeled readings. And I'll chat with you soon. Bye.